What's up, Raiders? Bionic here. Welcome to today's Raid Shadow Legends video, where we're going to talk about, number one, this 10 chance event real quick. I want to know, are you guys going to summon? So do let me know in the comments below. If you do decide to summon and you want to let me open a couple shards for you, we are going to stream tonight on Twitch, 7:30 Eastern Time. I know that I have to open a couple. I was hoping that I would not have to, but because I don't have enough mystery shards for this fusion, and that's what we're going to cover next, I'm forced to have to use a couple ancients. I have enough, right? But I'm not too excited about these champions right here because I'm not going to do voids, therefore I'm not going to get those. I already have Gorgrab and like 2 seekers, therefore don't need these guys. And in here, I mean, they're all nice. I don't have any of them, but I feel that maybe I'm at a point in the game where I don't necessarily need these champions anymore. Still, if you guys want to join the stream tonight, we're probably also going to open a couple epic books in Summoner's Glory, and I can assist you guys in there if you want. So do join for the fun. All right. So now, though, I want to talk about the fusion because a lot of people have been saying, hey, this is harder. This is harder than I thought, and they are right. I'm going to show you guys with this little analysis between Bergoth and the previous one, Elagaze, which was also a Fragment fusion, that because it's an epic and because the values of the milestones have somewhat increased for some of them and we have less time to complete it, I believe that it is a little bit harder. And not only that, but I do believe that it's also, as I said this many times before, sort of like a way for us to not be as prepared for the next fusion, which is going to be probably a regular fusion for Pixniel, I believe, the upcoming Christmas fusion. Still, I really thought Bergoth was going to be a gimme, but I don't think he is, to be honest. I really think this is like a full-blown Fragment fusion, and like I said, down the lines of Elagaeus here. So let's go over these values real quick, and you guys will see what I mean, and I want to know what you think about that in the comments below. Is Plarium trying to again increase the difficulty of these fusions, maybe hoping that these new standards will now be the new milestone standards for the upcoming fusions, right? Because we have less time, therefore more fragments per milestones. Yeah, I get that they're pushing it up in terms of difficulty, but like, you know, are we going to be facing these new values for then the legendary ones as well? For example, the Dungeon Divers event last time was at like 350 points and then 3,000 points. Even though we had 2, it's a lot easier to do the first milestones. But then if we take the one from today, we have all the way up to 4,125, right? So that's a substantial increase in terms of difficulty. I did make a plan that you don't need the last layer. I get that. But still, it's the fact that they're playing around with these values. So for a guy like me, when I'm always all about being prepared, I now see different values and I'm like, okay, so now I'm expecting worse for the next time. All right, so here are a couple of screenshots for you guys. Here's the summon rush, the prior summon rush for Elagaeus, okay? And so that was 3,500 points, right? 330 points and 1,070 points for all 25 fragments. If we look at the one we have today, it's basically almost the same thing, except that we have 30 fragments instead, but it is a little bit lower for this one, okay? 3,000 total points to get all of them, which is normal. Again, I said that the fragments need to be higher because we have less time to do it. It makes a lot of sense, all right? So for this one, I'm going to say, okay, pretty much on par or average right here compared to the one we had for Elagaeus, which is right there. But then if we look at the Artifact Enhancement event, that one I'm a little bit concerned because if we're going to have more fragments for this one than we had with the Elagaeus one, which we only had 1 milestone to get, and that was 2,600 points for 5. But now we're going to get 15 in here. So how do you think they're going to split this up? Right? It's probably going to be a 5 somewhere around here, and then probably going to be a 10 somewhere around here. So, do you have enough gold saved up? Do you then have enough gold for the next Artifact Enhancement event for the real fusion that's going to matter, which is Pixniel? And that's what I'm unsure of, and I'm thinking we might get something a little bit different there as well. Then we have the Dungeon Divers event, which I believe I have the example here from Elagaeus, and that's what I showed you guys. We went to 350 points all the way to 3,000 points, but now, instead of 10 fragments, we're getting a total of 20. All right, so 20 fragments with the last layer being at 4,000 points. And that's a little bit hard to do in a sense, but I did not factor in this extra 5 for my somewhat free-to-play approach, all right? Classic Arena Takedown, it also went up. Classic Arena Takedown used to be a lot less than this. I can show you guys. Let me pull it up. It is right here. We had at the top, well, you don't see it right now because I took a picture of when this was completed, but this was about 260-ish points, if I'm not mistaken. We actually have it right up here. Classic Arena Takedown, 180. 180, and that was for 4 days. Okay, but now we have 365 points. It is 10 fragments, but we have 5 days to do it. It's still doable, but my point is that, you know, again, they're increasing the new milestones. And so later on, we might now always get 365 points. Dragon and Spider, I'm thinking they're going to be the same, but they might not. They might do it differently for the Spider. So maybe it's going to be a lot harder to get the last couple of points. And finally, for the Champion Training Tournament, this is very down the lines of the one from Elegaeus. We used to have 4,750 points for 5. Compared to this one right here, we have 15 for slightly less. And luckily, we also don't have a Champion Training event. Okay, so this is not too bad. You're going to be working on food. However, again here, let me caution you guys that if you go all in to reach all of these, which you sort of have to if you want to get enough fragments, because you don't have any wiggle room, sorry. If you don't push all the way in for Summon Rush, you have to do all the rest. That's it, assuming you don't finish first or second. So, will he then have enough food for the upcoming Pixnial Fusion, right? So that's my little concern for you guys this morning. I thought I'd sort of lay it out there for you, and again, sort of like with this revised plan, okay? So you see that I updated the values. The one that are missing are the Artifact Enhancement Event, the Spider Tournament, but so far these are, I'm gonna say, pretty much down the lines of what they should be in a sense. So let me know in the comments below, are you now going for this guy? Are you deciding that perhaps he's just really not worth it? Because let's face it, it's not the best of the kits, and I can see this being a problem for some of you guys for the next fusion. Let me know in the comments below. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you guys later.